The first time I actually walked in was maybe a month after the fire. And honestly, it was like something out of an apocalypse. All the walls were gone, ceiling completely gone, more or less, steel dangling off the sides, burnt speakers. And yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking. When I first came here, what we had was like a plastic tent roof almost. We made the decision to build this great big glass structure, and it's specialist acoustic glass that attenuates the bass by about 60 decibels. We'd actually built it, it was done. And then I woke up on a Monday morning, about to get in my car, and I got a text message from one of the girls that works for us saying, Dan, I think we've had to leave the office because there's smoke. I'm thinking, oh, it's some sort of minor thing, you know, da-da-da-da-da. Go to get in my car, and I'll never forget the message, Dan, I think it's really serious. 30 seconds after that, a picture of this giant plume of black smoke. And at that point, it was like, shit, it's an actual fire. It's not some minor thing. I was in a daze for about an hour, and then obviously the news started to come in about Thomas, and that sort of took priority, obviously. Like, he was genuinely one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. Always smiling, always happy. The whole accumulation of everything that happened is just so hard to take, because it's like, not only has this happened to all of us 2 weeks after we've completed this thing that we've worked on for a year, but also it's happened to the nicest person and someone who's young, got their whole future ahead of them. He should 100% be here, so it's like, it's hard to even think about too much. You almost give up because you're like, we've worked so hard, and just at the point where you're looking forward to the future, it's gone. It's like, how can you pick yourself up from this? What do you do from now? But you've got to, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? Where we are, we're in Greenwich, we're not in the middle of Farringdon or somewhere central. So the idea is that, you know, every time people come here, it's slightly different. If they come to home with RPR, it's much more stripped back. If you come to Space, then it's all the things that you would expect from Space, the stilt walkers, the dancers, the confetti. Most of what we do is in-house, so we've got our kind of production suite is at the back, if you can call it that, and they're always working away on different ideas that we might have come up with. What we've also done very recently is we've put these new bass speakers in, which we actually made in conjunction with Void, especially for this venue. And what they do is they just focus more or less entirely on the low mid-range, so the kick. This is what we were calling the Octopus. I'm sort of thinking that we've named it wrong, to be honest, because it's got way too many legs, but it's all LED screen, just broken down into component parts. So it's quite versatile, and feel it gives like the scale of the room a little bit. When I first walked in here, it was the House and Terrace, and it was not a well-regarded venue whatsoever. It didn't have anywhere near the programme or the infrastructure or the facilities or anything that we've got now. So we kind of did that once, and then obviously had the fire, and we've had to do it again. There's been some really hard times, as you can imagine, and everyone has stuck together. It's a reward for everybody when we're standing on that stage now and we're seeing, you know, everybody enjoying themselves and the place back. But it is business as usual, because you don't get a time to sort of go, oh, we're back, like, let's sit back and sort of congratulate ourselves. There's always something else to do, there's always something else to improve. But I don't know, maybe when I'm 80 or something, I'll look back, I don't know.